The Buckland section of Manchester and South Windsor, just north of I-84, is a vivid reminder of the loss of agricultural landscapes and farming communities that continues to occur in Connecticut. The landscapes were formed 12,000 to 16,000 years ago as glacial meltwaters deposited sand, gravel, and a rich silt that resulted in the area having some of the best agricultural soils in the United States. By the 1940s, this land had been farmed for more than 1,000 years, first by the native Podunk Indians, then the colonists, and finally other immigrants. In 1940, the area was dominated by agriculture. The long tobacco barns indicate most of it was used for tobacco production. Hay, pasture, and vegetable crops were also grown. Grassland birds used the area as the tobacco was often rotated with grain and hay crops. Annual precipitation seeped into the soil, recharged the aquifer, and supplied water to nearby streams and wetlands. In 1951, the land use is still agricultural. The light-colored areas are the tents used for shade tobacco. The shade helps grow a large, tender leaf, perfect for cigars. In the lower corner, you will see Route 84 and the ramps under construction. If you build it, they will come. Note the housing development in the center in 1965 and other new houses also appearing on the edges of the parcel. Agriculture is still the predominant land use, but suburban development has begun to fragment the area. In 1977, in the northeastern portion, one of the first condominium projects in the area appears, with another just south under construction. In the southeastern corner, just off I-84, a shopping plaza appears. This is a typical result of highway interchanges. Agriculture is still present. The shade tobacco tents are still in use, but the encroachment and fragmentation are considerable. In 1980, the lower center is now filled with a huge building, the JCPenney warehouse, along with associated parking and roads. Another condo complex appears with a new access road in the southwestern portion. The hydrology, which is the way the water moves, has been unalterably changed and wildlife habitat is forever lost. The parcel is no longer dominated by agriculture. Remaining farms have changed from shade tobacco to other crops. In 1986, additional condominium and apartment complexes abound, as well as more road infrastructure. I-84 has increased in width by many lanes and is now connected to I-384. Agriculture is still present, but the land use trends are clearly toward suburbanization. The access road to Buckland Hills Mall appears on the northeastern edge. In 1990, additional development, widening of roads, and loss of agricultural land continues. Small fragments of agricultural land are being held for development and reverting to woodland. Wetlands, watercourses, and the aquifer are highly impacted by development. In 1995, residential, commercial, and industrial development and the road infrastructure to support it now predominates. There is little agriculture left, with remaining parcels held for future development. Grassland habitat has largely been replaced by impervious surfaces and suburban woodland. Surface and groundwater quality are negatively impacted. Suburbanization is nearly complete. 10 years later, there is little change in land use from 1995. In the north-central portion, agricultural land held for development has reverted to grassland and shrubs. In the far northeastern corner, development in the form of Evergreen Walk has spread to a remaining large agricultural parcel. Route 291 slashes through the southwestern corner in an attempt to relieve traffic congestion.